So, I wanted to talk to you about coronavirus and its impact on the workforce. So, if you were previously working in an office prior to the pandemic and you have the technical capability to do so, you're definitely working from home now, right? So, that's totally changed your day to day routine. You're no longer commuting into the office every morning and every night, whether that was by car and you were sitting in traffic or whether that was by subway or train. Either way, you've probably gotten hours of your day back. And you're no longer going to happy hour once or twice a week. So, beyond those changes, of course, there are the societal impacts, right, of the pandemic, where we can't go shopping at the mall, we can't eat at a sit down restaurant, we can't watch a movie at a movie theater. So, that's a lot of additional time that we've all been given back. And I'm just curious what you've been doing with that, right? Because honestly, this is an unprecedented moment in our lifetime, but it's also an unexpected gift. Now, I know the word gift sounds really strange because people are suffering right now. They are sick, they are unemployed, and I totally get that. But at the same time, this is a rare opportunity for you to really think, reflect, and reevaluate where you are right now. And if you're not happy, you have the power to change that. So let me ask you, are you currently happy with your career right now? And I'm not asking if you're happy with how much money you're making or if your benefits are good or what's in your 401k account. I'm not asking if your nice job title makes you feel important on LinkedIn. I'm not asking if the company that you work for, that you name drop to impress people that you don't know because you get that instant pop from the instant name recognition makes you feel good. I'm asking you if your actual job makes you happy, right? Your day to day duties and responsibilities. Does it challenge you? Is there variety? Do you honestly wake up excited in the morning because of your job? If the answer to those questions are no, then you definitely have an opportunity to change that now. Again, we all have a lot of extra time right now. There are a lot of websites that are actually offering free online courses right now. Harvard, LinkedIn Learning, and then there are also websites that are offering courses at significantly reduced prices, like Udemy and Coursera. On top of that, I also want to ask if there's a subject that you're an expert on or that you're extremely knowledgeable in. And even if you can't think of it off the top of your head, I promise you there's at least one subject that you're an expert in that you could monetize and you could potentially turn into a career that you're actually passionate about. There's a lot of different ways you can go about doing that. You could write an ebook or multiple ebooks, right? So you publish that online. Let's say you sell a copy at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're now making money while you're asleep. Or is there a hobby that you really care about and that you deeply love? There's a lot of ways that you can monetize a hobby online. There's a website called Patreon where people can contribute to you on a monthly basis. So let's say you're an artist, you can give them pieces of art. If you're a creative writer, you can write them a short story. There's another website called Coffee where people can donate to you on a one-time basis for the price of a cup of coffee. Again, you could build yourself to the point through a hobby that you actually love and that you're passionate about to the point where you can pursue it as a full-time career. So, let me ask you this. Are you already dreading going back to the office? A lot of companies have already said that they're planning on having their employees return to the office in August. Are you already dreading that because it's only the middle of May? And if the answer to that question is yes, then something definitely has to change. At the end of the day, if you think back prior to this pandemic, did you used to get that Sunday feeling? I think you know what I'm talking about, right? You wake up Sunday morning, you haven't even had your breakfast yet, and you're already dreading having to go into the office the next day. Why would you want to go back to that feeling when things go back to normal? Screw things going back to normal. That shouldn't be normal. But it is for a lot of people. And that's one of the things that this pandemic is truly showing, right? You have all this extra time to think. You have all this extra time not at your office, at home. And you're really realizing how much panic and dread you would feel every weekend going back into the office. And a lot of it is being on autopilot. Again, before all of this happened, you just automatically get in your car Monday morning, you go to work. What else are you going to do, right? Unless you're on vacation or you're sick or something like that. So you get into this robotic mind frame and you're not even thinking about it, even if it makes you unhappy. This pandemic, this shutdown, this moment in time where so many things are stopped is finally forcing a lot of us to think about some of the stuff maybe for the first time ever. And if you're one of those people, and if your job makes you miserable, I keep hearing this like, well, I'm happy I have a job during the crisis. But this is the same person who, before the pandemic, I'm talking one day before the pandemic, was, I hate my job. My job makes me miserable. It's like, so you're happy you have a job now. And I understand that over 36 million people are unemployed, but how happy are you really if that job is making you feel miserable every single day? And if it's making you feel that way, maybe you should try to think about what you can do now with all the extra time you've been given to not have to go back to that in August or whenever everybody's going to have to go back to their physical offices. So what's stopping you from doing that now, right? If you're one of the people that feels this way about their job, about their career, about the company you're working for, what's stopping you from changing all of this, from changing these feelings of dread and panic and unhappiness and feeling stuck and being complacent and being miserable? The only thing, the only person that is stopping you is you. And that is the truth. It is your limiting beliefs. It is your self-defeating thoughts that keeps you trapped in cycles that just repeat themselves over and over again. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can stop that and you can change that today, as soon as you finish watching this video. And if you want to talk about how to do that, we can definitely talk. And I'll give you my contact information. But I really want to end this by asking you a question. Are you living, or are you truly alive? Those are two totally different things. And what I really want you to think about is, if you've been unhappy for a long time, if you've been miserable, if you've been stuck in a job that you just absolutely hate and you don't know how to get out of it. Maybe you don't even know what your passion is. You don't know what your purpose is. There is a way. You are never truly stuck. That is also another limiting belief that's not true. You have to shift your mindset. Mindset is everything. Did any of you watch the Michael Jordan documentary that just finished on Sunday? Michael Jordan knew that. Your mindset is everything. So if you want to talk to me about how you can get into a career that you love, that has purpose, that you feel passionate about, if you want to never experience that Sunday feeling again, then you can reach out to me on Instagram at Career Glow Up. And I want to thank you for watching the video.